The story begins in the peaceful Kingluan Peak, where our MC is chopping firewoods, and suddenly a window pop up in a thin air, which shows that he has already chopped 3.65 million of firewoods, and we come to know that he was originally from Earth, but he died and reincarnated in this new world, in the King Hong Academy in the south of Yunhuang, and became a teacher of runic seal department in the academy. He thought, with the help of the system he can live a different life. However, the system he got was a chopping firewood system. Then someone comes to his place to inform him that the headmaster asked him to recruit a disciple, because the Front Mountain Palace examination has started. After informing our MC about the examination, the man leaves from there. Our MC, he is called Grandmaster Bai in the academy, and he has no interest in accepting disciples, because his realm is just too low to accept disciples, even though he goes to the enrollment plaza just to show his face to others. In the enrollment plaza, there are many people who have come for the enrollment. A swordsman named Jiang Heming comes and everyone starts to compliment and praise him. He is pretty famous and has many disciples. And on the other hand, Instructor Bai, our MC, he doesn't even have one disciple. They starts to insult and badmouth Bai Liuchen, and asks the headmaster to dismiss Bai Liuchen from his position as a teacher and move him out of the Kingluan Peak, which has the best scenery in the academy. But the headmaster reminds them all that Bai Liuchen lost his cultivation and spent 10 years in a revolving light state realm, because he protected the academy and lost his cultivation in that process. So how can they be so unkind to him now? But others still complain that Bai Liuchen is not suitable to continue to be a teacher, and he has not accepted any disciples in 10 years. As they are talking about Bai Liuchen enters inside the plaza. The swordsman starts to insult and humiliate him for getting injured just by catching a snake. And something interesting happens here. One of the students notices something, that the snake is not a normal snake. The swordsman challenges Bai Liuchen that if he can't accept disciple this time, then he will have to resign as a teacher. However, Bai has no interest in his challenge. But the swordsman complains to the headmaster that Bai Liuchen has become lazy and is not worthy to be a teacher of the academy. So he asks the headmaster to dismiss Bai from his position. And other teachers also agrees with the swordsman. Now the headmaster has no choice but to dismiss him from his position. Headmaster gets ready to announce that Bai will be removed from his position. But a girl comes in front saying that she wants to be under Instructor Bai and learn the runic seal arts. This shocked everyone there, since they all considered Bai Liuchen as a trash. They criticize her decision, saying that she will only be his maid if she becomes his disciple. But the girl has made up her mind and gives up on the sword art department to learn runic seals. The headmaster agrees with her decision and let her become Bai Liuchen's disciple. But Bai Liuchen wants to know why she wants to be his disciple. And we come to know that she is a reincarnation of an immortal. She wanted to choose the sword art department and use the resources to improve her cultivation. But at the last moment, she found a great master, and with the help of her immortal eyesight, she found that the snake that Bai Liuchen killed is in its late state or almost turned into a dragon, which she, herself as an immortal in her previous life, might not be able to kill it. Bai Liuchen accepts her as his disciple, and the enrollment ceremony ended there. Everyone starts to head back to their mountain peak. Bai asks her about her name. She informs him that her name is Su Liu. They then leave to their mountain peak. When they arrive at the peak, she finds the peak is not in a good condition, but rather in a shabby conditions. Bai Liuchen tells her about the rules she needs to follow, and gives her 2 books to study. First book covers all runic seals, and the second to follow pace of her study. And also the disciple quarters are not in good conditions. However, she is more interested and curious about the snake her master caught, and is about to eat. The smell attracts her and now she also wants to eat it. She asks her master to give her some too, but he rejects her and tells her that she can't eat that snake. She calls him stingy, so he gives her some, just a tiny bit, and tells her to just lick it and not directly bite and chew. She licks it, then she notices that the spiritual energy in it is actually too much for her to handle. That's why her master only gave her that tiny bit. That one lick helped her improve her cultivation. Bai also warns her to have only 1 lick a day, and not to be too greedy. At night, 2 intruders comes to their peak to steal Bai Liuchen's horse and return it to their beast taming department. Su Liu notices the presence of those 2 intruders and decides to teach them a lesson. Su comes to them and asks their names. They are shocked to see that there is another person beside Liuchen in that peak. Su and the 2 guys engaged in fight, but she overpowered them and beat them both. Their fight disturbs Bai Liuchen, so he activates a soundproof rune. After that, Su beat them even more. The senior brother of the 2 intruder from the beast taming department, He Shen, gets the news that his 2 junior brothers got beaten to pulp. He decides to get justice for them and calls all of his fellow brothers to go to the Kingluan Peak. But one of the guys says something very interesting, that even if they go to the Kingluan Peak, they are the one at fault. So they gets ready to scheme and blame Su Liu for violating the Institute rule by beating fellow sect members, and report to the Law Enforcement Department Hall. Morning comes and Bai asks Su about the book. She informs Bai that she couldn't even read one page of that book. She was only able to read half a page of that book. However, Bai Laochen gets surprised to hear that she actually read half a page. He praises her for being able to read half a page, because the book was written by him and it consumes a lot of spiritual energy when reading. He gives Su Liu a token that allows her to go to the academy library to read books, and when the token level raises, she can go to the higher level in the library to get better martial script. But Su Liu doesn't want it. Since she was an immortal in her previous life, she doesn't lack any martial script or any token, and she is happy to have the book that her master gave her. People from the Law Enforcement Hall comes to punish Su Liu for beating her fellow disciples of the academy. She informs Bai Laochen that she didn't hold back and beat them to pulp. Bai assures her that nothing will happen, and they both goes outside to see the situation. A group of people has gathered outside the peak gate. The Law Enforcement Hall tells Bai to abide by the rules and let his disciple get punished. But Bai Laochen asks Law Enforcement Department how they will deal with the two disciples of the Beast Taming Department, who broke into the Kingluan Peak in the middle of the night to make trouble. The Beast Taming Department tells them that they accidentally slipped into Kingluan Peak. On that point, Bai Laochen also tells them that his disciple also accidentally injured them. But the Beast Taming Department persists to punish Su Liu and tells the Law Enforcement Department to take action regarding that. The two guys from the Law Enforcement gets ready to use force, but Bai has no interest in fighting them, so he asks Su Liu to take care of them. Su Liu fight with the two guys from Law Enforcement Department and they are not that strong, so she beat them easily. The Law Enforcement Department guys informs Bai Laochen that he will regret for what he has done. Now Bai Laochen mood starts to change. He gets ready to show them some entertainment and makes them kneel with just his hacky power. Everyone is shocked to see the power that Bai Laochen just shown. The two guys from Law Enforcement Department, Bai let them go. However, the people from the Beast Taming Department, Bai tells them to kneel there until their master personally come to talk to Bai Laochen. The Law Enforcement Department guys goes to the Beast Taming Department and informs the vice instructor, Cheng Kun, about what happened. Cheng Kun gets ready to go to the Kingluan Peak and bring back his disciples. A whole day have passed, but the Beast Taming Department haven't come yet. Su Liu is practicing her runic martials. Bai throws two pieces of firewoods at her. She blocks it effortlessly. For some reason, Bai Laochen has to go out, so he gives Su Liu a seal to use if someone comes from Beast Taming Department. After that, we are introduced with the Abyss of Kangwu, which is the residence of the Yuan Wang demon race. The deeper into it, the higher the realm of the demon will be. In the deepest parts, there are 12 ancestral demons that even the people in the Mahayana stage avoid. Next, Bai comes to one of the mountain peak of that Kangwu forest, and he is there to find some resources for Su Liu. He then notices a girl from the academy being chased and attacked by some people. The two guys wants to have their way with that girl. One guy grabs the girl by her head and seal her spiritual power. She loses her energy to fight back. When all hopes were lost, Bai Laochen helps her and she manages finish that guy easily. The girl starts to thank Bai Laochen. However, there is still one more guy. He starts to attack her. Bai Laochen restrains him with his seal and tells her to kill him. The girl informs Bai that only that guy knows about her senior sister's whereabouts, so she can't kill him. If you are enjoying it, then please do 500 likes for part 2. Also like and subscribe for more. The guy informs her that her senior sister had already destroyed her Sea of Kai and ran away. She might have died already or eaten by the insect of Kangwu Abyss. He reveals himself as a disciple of Formless Boundary Sect. After hearing that, Bai Laochen reveals himself and asks the guy what a disciple of the Formless Boundary Sect doing there. They both get shocked to see that it was Bai Laochen that helped the girl, since he was considered as a trash and revolving light stage. Bai tries to interrogate why he was there and all, but the guy didn't say a word, so he killed him. And the girl gets angry because now they can't find her senior sister. Bai tells her not to worry and he will find her senior sister. And thanks to him, they found her senior sister easily. She has fell in a 20 feet deep pit and was badly injured. Bai brings her up by using a talisman. They are grateful for the help and thanks him for saving them both. Bai gives her a pill to heal her injuries. The pill is very precious treasure of the Academy Pill Department, and after consuming that pill, she gets instantly healed. Bai asks them why they came to the Kangwoo Abyss. Next, Su Liu finally finished reading a page, and the vice instructor of the beast taming department also have come to punish her. Back in the Kangwoo Abyss, Bai is scolding those two girls for being careless and running into the Demon King residence, and they are there to find a material to repair their master's instrument, and they were chasing a 9th grade ice silkworm. After hearing about the ice silkworm, Bai gets ready to catch it for his disciple. The two ladies also follows him. Next, the beast taming department notices that Bai Laochen is not there in the peak, so they starts to bully Su Liu. Poor girl tries to fight back, but the opponent is just too strong for her. She keeps saying that she was not at fault and will not kneel. Chang Kun uses every force to subdue her, but was not able to make Su Liu kneel. After seeing that he can't subdue her, he gets ready to kill her. He orders his disciple Yin Hai to kill Su Liu. Yin Hai hesitates, but it's an order from his master, so he gets ready to do it. Yin Hai asks Su Liu to kneel so that his master will let her go, but Su Liu is ready to die than kneel. Yin Hai gets ready to unleash his attack to kill Su Liu, but a horse attacks him and sends him flying. The horse's name is Xiao Wu, and it has come to save its master's disciple. Chang Kun strangled the horse fights back. The horse is not an ordinary horse but a demon spirit horse. Chang Kun punches the horse and shattered its core. Su Liu gets super angry and shouts at Chang Kun, saying that if he doesn't kill her today, she will make them pay in 10 folds. And she was waiting for Chang Kun to come closer to her so she can use her ultimate attack. But Chang Kun had brought a treasure to protect him and didn't suffer that much damage. He gets shocked to see that she was able to counter-attack and almost killed him. Su Liu have used all her spiritual power on that attack and now she is too weak to fight back. Chang Kun grabs her by her neck. He gets ready to kill her. She remembers the seal that her master gave her. She uses the seal, puts it in Chang Kun's hand. Suddenly a blue light appears and hit Chang Kun, sending him flying. The blue light looks like a chicken. The chicken overpowered Chang Kun and almost killed him. Chang Kun asks for healing pills from his disciple, and after that, he still tries to kill Su Liu. Su Liu thinks that this is her end, but not so fast. Her master arrives at the right time. A shadow-like creature appears and blocks Chang Kun. Bai Laochen starts to heal Su Liu. The shadow-like avatar of Bai Laochen starts to beat Chang Kun, and Chang Kun is shocked to see that a trash, who is at a revolving light stage, is beating the shit out of him. Chang Kun's disciple begs Bai Laochen to stop beating his master. However, Bai is not stopping. Instead, he is hitting and healing Chang Kun at the same time. Bai Laochen beats Chang Kun to the point that he is not able to recognize his own face. But in the end, Bai let them go. Chang Kun asks for another healing pill from his disciple, so that he can go for another round. Bai is healing Su Liu and his avatar is also healing the horse. Chang Kun changes his clothes and brought his 8th grade spirit demon, the horned eagle, but the eagle gets scared of something that is inside the pouch of Bai Laochen, and it escapes from there. And the two girls from before have also come to the Kingluan Peak. Bai asks them to take care of Su Liu. After that, Bai starts to fight Chang Kun. He doesn't want Chang Kun to leave yet, because Chang Kun tried to kill his disciple. Bai then uses blood-rapturing talisman to kill Chang Kun. After that, Chang Kun disappeared in the thin air, leaving only his clothes. Bai then let go of Chang Kun's disciple, but only after cutting off his hair. After that, the two girls leave the peak saying that they will come back again. But Su Liu is not happy with that, and someone was spying on them. Bai destroyed that spying device, and the one who was spying is Chang Kun's uncle. So he gets ready to kill Su Liu to avenge his nephew. Bai gives the ice silkworm to Su Liu as a gift, and Su Liu is shocked to see that the ice silkworm is a demon king, but it's still being obedient to her master. Su Liu is overwhelmed with joy that her master gave her such a great gift. Bai wants Su Liu to take the silkworm with her in the coming examination. Bai suppressed the silkworm level, however, its cultivation improves instead. After that, the ice silkworm turns into its human form, and her name is Mai Meng. And Su Liu is so excited to see the Demon King is too cute to be a demon. Bai asks Xiao Meng to help Su Liu with her breakthrough. Bai gives some carrot to the horse so that it will get better even faster. And we come to know that the Formless Boundary sect was after the piece of jade that Xiao Meng was guarding. And Bai was not even able to analyze it with the help of the system. The window pop up and triggers a random task. If Su Liu is able to break through within 5 days and comes out on top in the exam, he will be rewarded. And the reward is Star Martial Arts gift pack and Star Special Item gift pack and a mystery prize. Then at night, when Bai is sleeping, the system pops up and transforms into a girl. What is going on there? Why the system is transforming into a girl? Anyways, 5 days later, Bai is roasting a meat and everyone is drooling by just the smell of it. but some people are still jealous of him and tells him to stop roasting that chicken in the academy's trail exam place. However, Bai doesn't give a crap about them. One of the guy tries to approach Su Liu and tries to win her over, but all she wants is her master's master's roasted chicken. The guy gets angry because Su Liu is ignoring him. The head instructor Yu Wangsang tells him not to get jealous over women because that's the sign of a weak and incapable people. And after that, a group of beautiful girls enter the scene, and they are from the 4 art department. Along with them is the instructor Moon Xuanju. Yu Wangsang tries to approach her, but she heads straight to Bai Laochen to thank him for saving her disciples. Bai Laochen introduces Su Liu to her great aunt Master Moon. After that, a person starts to announce the rules of the trial exam to everyone. And after that, the exam starts. Everyone heads to the entry point. Su Liu also goes to the trial exam, and she is kinda jealous of instructor Moon getting too close with her master. Su Liu enters the gate, inside the demon's secret realm where the trial exam is held. Su Liu is beating a guy in there and stealing his token. She is ranked 47th in the trial, which is too slow for her, so she asks Meng to transform and talk with her. She also asks Meng for the direction where to go. Su is being tracked by 2 suspicious people. People are watching the exam from outside on a big screen, and watching Su Liu destroying her every opponent. Moon asks Bai if he's not really worried about Su Liu being flamboyant. No, he is worried about her, but he has confidence in her strength, and if anything happens, he can go there anytime he wants. Moon giggles and says that he is still the same Bai Laochen from 10 years ago who showed disdain towards the world. Just after they finish talking, the screen goes off where they were showing the exam. Everyone starts to panic, thinking what is going on there. The elder asks the array department to go to the site for emergency repair, and Bai already knew what is going on and sends his shadow avatar in there. Next, Su is fighting with 2 people who are tracking her, and those 2 are from the law enforcement hall. Su attacks them with lightning speed, but the guy in the black robe cuts it in half with his blade. They both starts to charge towards Su Liu. Su asks for help from Meng, and those 2 guys didn't stand a chance when Meng starts to attack them. They are shocked to see a demon king there, so they run away from there. Su and Meng then move to another place to find treasure. Next, a few days ago, before the great exam, and Meng is helping Su Liu in improving her cultivation. And it kinda looks like a dual cultivation between girls. Anyways, somewhere in the demon race forest, the 2 who attacked Su has encountered a bigger problem. Bai's avatar kills them for hurting and killing their fellow brothers and sisters. Bai chanted a spell and hurt the mastermind who was behind all this. In the seclusion cave, the man is suffering from Bai's attack, and is quite frightened by the increase of Bai Laochen's strength. Next, Meng and Su are lost in the demon ruin cave, and Meng keeps complaining about being tired and all. And it was Meng's idea to venture there to find some treasure, and now they are lost, which makes Su mad. Suddenly, a group of poison maggots attacks them. However, Meng takes care of them easily. Su also finds the secret passage to the hidden treasure. They come across a big door. Su kinda feels worry about their situation and tells Meng that they should go back. But Meng is confident in her strength. She tries to open the door by using force, but her attacks didn't even make a dent. She keeps attacking, but it's all in vain. Su then notices something in a stone and puts her hand in the stone. The door suddenly opens. Inside there is a big stone and a statue of a weird-looking animal. Meng approaches the statue. Then Su remembers something that place is the sealed place that she set up in her previous life. Meng hits the statue with her sword. Su tries to stop her, but it's too late. The statue of the bird breaks and the seal of the stone also breaks. Suddenly, the half of the island is covered with a purple gas and plants. The teleportation array also stops working. And now, everyone starts to panic, because the Demon Emperor has appeared in the secret realm. The headmaster sends people to help the disciples, who are stuck in the secret realm, and rescue them. 2 girls are fighting with the purple-type monsters, and a teleportation gate opens behind them. They are the 2 disciples of Instructor Moon. Bai asks them about Su, but they haven't seen her. Next, Su and Meng are in front of the Demon Emperor. The Demon Emperor is trying to kill Su, and Meng is doing her best to protect Su Liu. The Demon Emperor notices that Meng is a Demon Emperor and asks her why is she protecting a human, in which Meng replies that Su is just a slave raised by demon and asks him to show mercy. But she is planning to get a chance to save Su and make her escape from there. The Demon Emperor notices her motive and starts to attack Meng. Next, people are being killed by the plant-type monster and turning them into one of them. Headmaster and many other people have entered the secret realm to eliminate the monsters. He forms a spirit sword formation and blocks the monster. He asks other instructors to find and rescue the remaining disciples. Bai Laochen asks the headmaster to give him permission to enter, but headmaster is worried that Bai will get hurt, because his realm is not that high. However, instructor Moon also gets ready to join with Bai to enter in the secret realm. Seeing that Moon is also going with him, the headmaster gets ready to let him go inside. Next, the Demon Emperor is being attacked by Bai Laochen's avatar. Their fight begins, and it looks like Meng is severely injured. She bites a cocoon. That cocoon turns into a big cocoon and covers her. Her injuries starts to heal now that she is inside that cocoon, and she was able to protect her life because she had an ice silkworm shell that protect her life. But after that she comes to know that something is wrong with Su Liu. She is being infected by that plant monster. Meng is very confused about whether to save Su, who is being contaminated by the demon scent, or only saved herself. Then she remembers the past that they spent together, so she helps Su to bring her to her master. The Demon Emperor and the Avatar are still fighting, but the Demon Emperor is overwhelmed by Bai's avatar, and is astonished to see the overwhelmed power of the Avatar. The swordsman is shocked to see the power of the shadow, but he doesn't know whose shadow is that. Bai Laochen puts a talisman on him and put him to sleep. The Demon Emperor is also reaching his limit, but another demon appears and helps the Demon Emperor to regain his exhausted power. The shadow limit is also up and starts to return to its original body, but the Demon Emperor starts to attack him. Bai chanted a spell and his attack is on different level than the shadow or the Demon Emperor. The demon asks Bai who he is. Bai replies that he was fighting his shadow all along but couldn't recognize the owner of the shadow. Bai Laochen starts to interrogate the Demon Emperor by torturing him. And Meng is also worried, thinking will Bai punish her if he sees Su Liu's condition. She hurried to Bai and tells him that Su is about to die. Bai asks her how did Su become like that. Meng informs him that it was her incompetent to protect Su. Bai gets angry at the Demon Emperor because of him. Su is in that condition, so he opens the gate of Underworld and send the Demon Lord in there. Su Liu's condition gets even worse. She even attacks Bai and bites him. After biting Bai, she gets cured, but Bai gets infected by the Demon Emperor. However, for Bai, that's a child's play. The system pops up saying that the host is experiencing an external invasion and activated the antivirus mode. The remnant of the demon soul tries to take over Bai's body, but the system kills them all. At night in Kingluan Peak, Su Liu thinks that her eyesight has gotten worse and she is just a burden to her master and Xiao Meng. Meng just got out of bath and Su just crack a joke saying she's a cyclops but gets hit for making such ridiculous joke. Meng apologizes to Su. Because of her incompetence she is in that state. And next time, if something like this happen, she gets ready to protect her properly and won't let anything happen to her. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it then watch this video here, it's amazing. And stay tuned because next is going to be a big kaboom.